Welcome back, everybody, to our consecration to Jesus in the Eucharist. Friends, we are completing today week number 4, which means that we only have a few days left in our consecration. I just want to encourage you to keep persevering. Again, maybe if you fell off course earlier in our 33 days, that's okay. Jump back on track. As I've mentioned before, and perhaps as you've seen in some of our announcements, we have some awesome things coming up later this week to conclude our consecration to Jesus. Things such as our 40 hours devotion. We will have 40 hours straight of Eucharistic adoration beginning Thursday the 19th and concluding on Saturday, March 21st. And then the weekend, the consecration weekend, just have a lot of wonderful things, concluding with our procession of the Eucharist throughout the streets at noon on March 22nd. So I just invite you to take advantage of these opportunities. But here with week number 4 concluding, we're talking about the reality of why do we have such incredible churches, right? Sometimes this is a thing that comes towards the Catholic faith of, why do you spend so much money building beautiful cathedrals, beautiful basilicas and churches when there's poor people that need to be taken care of? And the truth is there are people who need to be taken care of. The other truth is there is no institution besides the Catholic faith that serves more poor people and takes care of more sick than the Catholic faith itself, which is to say the building of beautiful churches and basilicas is not to the neglect of those who are in need of our care, but actually, and this is kind of what Matthew Kelly gets at in this section today, we build beautiful churches because of the one whom we build them for. Right? We build beautiful basilicas and churches around the world, these incredible pilgrimage sites, because of the one for whom we build them, because we know who it is resides in that tabernacle. Yes, in every church, right? No matter how humble or how grand the church might be, it's the same Jesus who resides in the tabernacle, right? But it's why you build palaces for kings. It's why you build kingdoms for somebody who's worthy and dignified to be able to receive such an honor. We must do the same for the King of Kings, for Jesus in the Eucharist. I mentioned St. Manuel Gonzalez a few weeks ago. That he's the bishop of the abandoned tabernacle. And sort of a moving experience for him was when he stepped into his new assignment at a church to which he had been assigned. And he stepped into this church that had been abandoned, and there's dust on the tabernacle, cobwebs all over the place, and the sanctuary lamp was out. And he could tell nobody had been in that church for a long time in this town. And he made it his life mission to say, Jesus, everywhere that I go, I will never leave you abandoned in the tabernacle. I'm never going to leave you abandoned. I'm never going to leave you astray. And so he went and he became a great Eucharistic preacher. He spoke about the Eucharist in nearly every homily that he gave. But, the understanding is this: if we believe Jesus is truly present in that tabernacle, we can never abandon him. And we have to create a space, again, that reveals exteriorly what we believe interiorly. So again, I'll invite you to pray your spiritual communion after the video concludes today. But please know that I'm praying for you. Please know that I am praying that you persevere in this consecration. And may we be the saints that God is calling us to be. Amen.